Go, Dan.
Hey guys, welcome back to FACEIT TV. This is the last match of FACEIT League before the FACEIT League finals. And we have LGB and VirtusPro playing on Overpass yesterday again. Remind you guys, Virtus.pro. They destroyed Envious. They destroyed them. It was destruction. It was carnage. It was annihilation. It was like the apocalypse. The Polish apocalypse. They were like the 5 horsemen of the apocalypse.
6.
Charging in to France.
Cuban as well.
So, this is going to be good, because LGB are also very proficient at Overpass. I can't quite give them the same introduction as I just did to VirtusPro, but, well, we'll have to see how this actually turns out, because what we saw from VirtusPro yesterday, a lot of aggression, a lot of hardcore aggression. It was super cool. We saw a round where VirtusPro, they got run over. They had no money. Nothing left in the bank. Nothing left, James. But they had 2 flashes. With these 2 flashes, they rushed down party, and they faced as 5 players against the entire Envious team and killed them all.
They did.
That happened. That happened. That actually happened.
Yeah.
So it was really
True
cool.
story.
It was cool.
Do you like my Razor t-shirt?
You have numerous ones. I have not seen this one before.
I think you have, but
that's
you
my
may not remember.
Razor t-shirt.
Razor Spain gave this to me last time I was there for I was in Móstoles near Madrid for a fighting game event.
Okay.
And they kindly gave me this. They always give me t-shirts.
I'd like them to kindly give me Razor shirts.
Yes. What we need to do, Dan, we need to go to Mr. Lee Tran. We need to go to the mothership and say, look, Dan needs clothes.
I need apparel.
Rope him, please. All right, so VirtusPro, all with armor and decoys. Oh, it's a knife round. I thought it was kind of weird, Dan. They've gone 5 people CT armor and decoys. Okay, here we go. We're into the match.
VirtusPro looking pretty good here. They're going to take the knife round and presently start on the TCD side, I say, James. Okay, so now yesterday, another thing we noticed was that Neo was incredibly dominant. I cannot speak. He's very dominant.
Dan, wasn't it in Kiev, VirtusPro versus LGB, where we had a long match on Overpass and they couldn't take it on either side because they couldn't win T rounds?
Yes.
Will we see the same today? No. What is going to happen?
I don't know, but it's gonna be fun to watch, because I'm sure this is a map that LGB focus on. And we're into the match. We're into the match.
That was quick. After the countdown, it was like, boom, there's a match.
That's good. Oh, I like it. Okay, so VirtusPro going to be 4 players towards B, essentially. I mean, they only have one guy on the upper parkway. They got a controller connector. But LGB are moving all the way up toilets, and it's just Pasha who's here, and he spots them. The rotation is going to arrive, as they might just be able to stop the plant. They are fast, but how fast are they really? Here we go, got Biali in bank. Plant is going down. They can't quite challenge it yet. There are players who are covering jkaem for that bomb plant. So this is pretty nice here for LGB. They're starting things off well. Neo and TaZ taking 2 frags respectively, leaving PRB all alone. And he's going to go down, so VirtusPro do retake it, but that bomb is down, and that's going to give LGB that 3rd round bye if they want it.
So last time we saw VirtusPro against Envy on Overpass, as we covered a little earlier on.
Last night.
Are we expecting landslide CT halves from both these teams? Again, we saw it recently. It's a common theme on this map at the moment, and we saw it between these 2 teams. Specifically in Kiev at the SLTV Star Series Finals to boot. So, we'll have to wait and see if it happens again, but I think it's reasonably likely. So the question is, if VirtusPro manage to do that, how many rounds could LGB get on the board to give them the opportunity to do the same in the 2nd half? So far, it is 3 versus 3 here. LGB getting the opening kill. VirtusPro trying to clean up here, but they need some assistance from the teammates who are rotating. As you can see, Snax is almost there, but not there. Jake gets a nice frag onto Pasha. 1 versus 1 now. There's no bomb plant attempt. They just want the duel. They want to get the kill to win the round. will go in favour of VirtusPro. If LGB actually got the plant there and lost a round, they would have had a monster buy. But it's going to be 5 AKs and a mixture of grenades here and there instead.
Yeah, that did way too much damage, to be honest. LGB got way too much damage there against VirtusPro. They're going to need a hero hold. Look at what they're dealing with at the moment. 5 AKs, and they've got an MP9, they've got FAMAS, they've got a P2000, is that, no, sorry, 5.7. It's certainly going to be rough, but we have to boost here on Snax. So you will be able to get a nice little angle to potentially get a really fast frag if someone drops down from party, but it's not happening at an early enough timing, so they have to back away just in case that LGB were doing as they are and just kind of slowly pushing up the upper park, the A-long area. So another boost coming in as Snax is looking for one of those sneaky defensive frags, and they really need something like that before the push comes in. Otherwise, it is going to be curtains pretty fast. Look at Snax, he's stuck. They don't finish him off quickly enough though, but the frags will find their way onto VirtusPro in the end.
Oh, he was stuck on the dustbin, the mystery dustbin. Dustbin of Doom, and VirtusPro getting annihilated now. All left down to byali versus 2. He could still do this. He's got the smoke to try and reposition that nade. He will see it coming. Does less damage than it could have, and he's looking to reposition. Does make sense, of course, for him to go for this. He just needs to find himself a 1 versus 1. So they're playing the crossfire position now, and there is the trade from LGB. So he got the 1v1, but the trade, as we saw the trades between these two teams in the last map, came in time and time again. LGB get their first round on the board, and they get it on the board pretty damn early. Triple scouts, scoots if you're Canadian, coming out for the VirtusPro team. Scoots. Scoots
ou le but. So let's see what this can actually do, because it could be a problem if LGB play a fast-paced round and get really just quickly onto these positions. We have Snax here. Gonna spot the first player. He's doesn't even fire a shot actually, so they don't necessarily know that he has a scout. Because I don't think they really saw enough of him. Ooh, Pasha. Oh wow, how the hell did he hit that one? PRP goes down, takes one right to the dome.
That was beast.
Yeah, that's the kind of kill you need.
Scout. I think the Canadians would actually say scout rather than scoot.
Scout
is more Scottish.
Scout.
Scout.
Scoot. Okay, so we have a VirtusPro 2-1. They've got the man-up advantage. Going to get equalized fairly quickly, but still 3 scouts alive to cause havoc. Look at Snax there. He's just jumping about. jkaem is trying to find an angle, and he is way too preoccupied with the jump scout shenanigans. And the jump scout is strong, but it often is also the end for most people. But look at the health across the board. They've all been tagged. Byali might even be able to pull this one off if he just sprays with that 5.7 of his. But he's going to be able to pick up a scout. But again, they're also tagged that the 5.7 is definitely favorable here.
I feel like I would really want him to go, knowing the level of the plays, I just want him to run away. I mean, to run at them, sorry.
I love that 5.7.
The banana one.
Yeah, it's so awesome. It's so cool.
I can't let go of the Case Harden 5.7.
It's got a banana on it, come on.
I like
Come on.
What's the one that's red? I like the red one. I have a stat track red one, which I want to use, but I just can't put down the Case Harden.
I think I have it as well, but it's...
I like it, but I think I'll get bored of it and go back to the Case Harden, so...
Look at it. It's even called Monkey Business. It's amazing. Okay, so it's just going to be Pasha on the scout now, and the rest of his team more or less Felico. He's got byali with his armor that he saved. Now can he do much here? He's going to get incendiary straight away off the barrel position. So LGB marching in, looking quite strong to take this bomb site by storm. But there are actually trades coming in. Pasha able to get a quick kill. TaZ in with one as well. So they're actually 3-on-3 here. But how long can they keep this up? The AKs should be edging them out quite the advantages. But they are getting a little bit distracted here and there by VirtusPro. The sprays are finally going to work out. And we are going to have the 3-2 scoreline. So VirtusPro.
You saw the early Molotov onto barrel there from LGB. Devilwalk actually made a video a very long time ago where you see that the natural thing for the CTs to do once you force them out of that position is to go into the water to play a position where they have some semblance of cover. So if you nade or double nade that position after the Molotov, then you may get a free kill there, but no one really ever does it.
jkaem. Come on, man. Focus, man. We got Snax close up, and in the madness, he's going to go through the smoke, goes right behind them. This could get really ugly. They don't know where he is. They presume that he is around here somewhere. You can see, I think it's Rain just looking about, but it's going to be Snax to pick up the kill, and he is almost untouched. I think he's got 70 HP. TaZ is going to lock down the B-bomb site. VirtusPro have shut this down thanks to Snax. And RUBINO got a 1-on-3. He's going to collect the bomb as well. And VirtusPro aren't going to allow him to do just that. So 3-3. They've brought this back, but there's still quite a lot of money on a couple players here, on 3 players for LGB, so the buy should happen.
LGB having half the round so far is awesome for them.
It really is, yeah.
Because 12-3 is a common score on this map in general when you're on the CT side. So having 3 out of 6 rounds puts them in a good position, and this buy will allow them to keep the pressure up on the CT economy. And if they can break it again, then who knows? They could go 3 rounds up. byali though going to get the first frag. pasha trying to keep things in control long at the moment, and we're seeing this. This is a common setup we're seeing from VirtusPro, where they just completely abandon the toilets area. And I'm wondering, going into FACEIT Land next week, if people are going to be watching this, studying this, and trying to abuse it, as Envious did in that one round yesterday, when they just all 5 of them just charged through the toilets.
Well, it's hard because Envious they have a second sense for these kinds of crazy aggressions. It's hard to emulate. But pasha is looking for something. He's going to find the bomber. That's a huge call. He's going to re-peek. Oh my god, he had 1 bullet left to spare, and he connects it with Rain's head, and that puts him down to 9. And this looks like another strong cleanup from VirtusPro. So Rain, he's just sitting there now. What on earth can he really do? His only real option is to try to get damage done, but goes for the peek, gets nothing out of it. And yeah, pasha, that aggression is ruthless. And it's going to win VirtusPro the round. Forcing LGB onto the eco as well. So things are shaping up now for VirtusPro. And they had such a strong CT side against Envious yesterday. We've talked about it a few times, but it was quite shocking. I think the level of aggression is something I just didn't anticipate.
Oh, Snax has messed up his smoke, and how is this going to affect the round? Nice peek there. He's seen the information. Going to go for the nade rather than the spray through the smoke again. That could be unfavorable for him. Going to flash himself as well as his opponent. Support coming in from LGB trades, and that's going to be a free, well, not a free, but an M4 for them. However, it may be too late as their players are getting cut down by the VirtusPro Shredder. The M4's down as well. Only Polly left. Gets a little bit of a dink, but pasha will make sure that only 1 player has lost to VirtusPro. And so their default seems to be 3 people on B. 1 player, I think, Snax in connector area where he bounces a smoke off the wall to just close it off completely straight away. And then pasha playing long and nobody playing in the toilets area. But also, sometimes they have a variation where they boost onto a tube in the connector as well. But we haven't seen many variations apart from the early push. Though here's a variation right now. You've got pasha coming in for support in the toilets area as well. So they have variations, but now they've lost long.
Yeah.
And the defense will be a bit harder.
Yeah, and you can see how important it is for VirtusPro to keep connector under control. And by being this deep, with players like pasha able to take these frags, looking for another one as well, they can have fast rotations from B through the flank of connector, but pasha's locking it down. He's taking down 2 players, make that 3 kills for pasha, working on number 4, but PRB will stop him in the end. And it's just PRB left now, thanks to TaZ. He knows where TaZ is hiding, but he is being flanked at the moment. So it's just a matter of time until PRB is going to get a bullet to the back, but he is checking the flank just for a moment. He does have time to try to get this planted safely, but it is going to be quite an effort. He really wants to deal with this flanker first. He knows that if he can deal with the flanker, he has the opportunity to go to B. But he won't be able to do that. Snax will find the kill. 6-3 now, and again, pasha, he's been so instrumental. How much damage is this guy going to keep dishing out? He is like doing exactly what Neo was doing yesterday. I think he even is playing the position Neo was playing yesterday. So just that more toilet-centric kind of position where you push party and keep connector control for your team.
Neo with the AWP. Snax again with the early aggression. Some people like to jump on that that bench and have a look towards T. Where is Neo playing? He finds a frag. pasha holding down long once again, this time in a more aggressive position. So, over time, VirtusPro switching up the formation here across the map. Last round they had 2 people pushing the birthday party area. This time we've got pasha back on along. The trade finally comes in. RUBINO taking pasha down. But there's the bomb. Information as well as bomb control here from TaZ. Finishes off the remaining players. And Virtus.pro seem to have all the wheels in motion now.
Yeah, I just love watching their aggression. It is just so fun to see them just unafraid to take the challenges. That time pasha was undone by the Tech9s, but he's up on 15 frags already. He's up on 15 kills, and he has 5 assists as well. And we're only 10 rounds in, so that's actually pretty impressive amount of fragging from him. And LGB going to try to push towards the A side of the map again, but you can see how much. Look how far back they're playing. Look how much map control Virtus.pro have. They have almost the entire map, and this is the presence, the kind of conditioning that they've put onto RGB. So it's quite impressive.
This is vintage versus pro. This is what they do to teams. They make them fear.
Yeah, the psychological warfare is definitely there, but they have to fall back now. Looks like LGB are doing a good job with getting that kill on Snax.
Can they convert it into the round? We have Virtus.pro rotating between sites, playing more passive positions deeper into the sites themselves. They're at the numbers disadvantage, so they're going to play together as much as possible while still trying to defend 2 sites. And important choke points. Polly taking down pasha. Things looking really bad now with 2-man disadvantage. You know, trying to even things up, but 2 fast picks from LGB are pretty much going to ruin the round here. Bomb is down, but TaZ can only do so much. 2 plays surviving for LGB. I think they were looking for an AWP, not going to find it in time. Virtus.pro with a reasonable amount of money now, but it's going to be significantly depleted once the rebuy comes in.
I think Virtus.pro in that round were trying to mix things up a little bit, but it was generally more passive. Of course, Snax was alone without really any support, quite pushed on party. And usually we see multiple players towards connector, so they have been mixing things up, and that actually allowed LGB to get the better of them. So here we go, we've got the push into Suez through the short, but TaZ puts on the very important stop there. Very, very crucial for TaZ to stay alive for his team. And LGB, now the next gamble they take for a pick, they're risking going down 5-3. And so they've got to be careful about which engagement they actually choose. Polly was looking for a cheeky tracks there through the wooden wall, and there it is. pasha going to be forcing Rain to turn away, gets the quick kill. So nice little plays here coming out from Virtus.pro to get another edge.
Okay, Snax cutting down RUBINO with the AWP to boot. And Virtus.pro trying to give LGB the boot off the entire map at the moment. EPRB and Polly remaining. And that's another round in the bag for Virtus.pro. LGB unable to find a single frag on the T side. But again, they've got 4 rounds on the board, which is good. 4-8 is good, considering what we've seen. Yeah. It gives them breathing space when they start the CT side. Of course, they will be looking for more rounds, as many rounds as possible. However, with the buy coming out from them on this occasion, that looks difficult. Jake has got 4 nades on him. Rain and Polly with only 1, so they must have a specific plan in mind here. He's bought head armor as well. So here come the flashes and so on. The Flames are going to get the better of PRB. Trades coming in onto the site in favor of Virtus.pro. Only TaZ down for them. 2 players remaining for LGB. Jake second last to go there. Still with some nades in the hole. So the plan was not successfully executed. And again, the old Michelsen team, the Danish side, had very nice rushes with nades onto the site, which still I'm yet to see replicated by any other team. Definitely worth going back into the archives to have a look at that. They were divine. So should definitely be repeated.
The thing about this round here is that Virtus.pro now have way more presence towards party. They got 3 players, but Polly gets Neo on the spray down. He was pushed so far up with an AWP, and that's not going to work out for them. And now they've picked up the AWP onto Polly, the dedicated sniper of LGB. So Virtus.pro are falling all the way back now. So this is a really big win for LGB early into the round. They should be able to actually turn this into a big, big assault. But Virtus.pro, they have left byali alone on the B-bomb side to watch out for this kind of A attack. And here it comes. They've lost another man. Snax goes down. pasha able to spray down RUBINO. Oh no, jkaem walking into pasha's spray. This is getting pretty deadly now for LGB. They're getting lower and lower, but the spray is unrelenting here from Virtus.pro. The bullets rain on in, and well, it's Rain left now. He takes the headshot onto TaZ up against byali. He's just got 15 points of health left. byali full. just trying to get himself an angle. Playing cat and mouse at the moment. Bieli's going to spot him, but the head shot comes in from Rain. He saves the day. 5 rounds for LGB. And still money to buy for VirtusPro, but it was not supposed to go like that.
Last chance saloon here on the first half for LGB to get one more round in the bag. But again, they've done a good job considering the recent history of this map. Now we have single orphan versus pro. So previously we had Snax as well, but this time will just be Neo. He will find the frag straight into the face of RUBINO. That's 446 damage. Joakim getting some revenge there, but Neo with another frag onto PRB. So 4 versus 2 very early on in this round. Again, all of 15, 20 seconds gone, and we have casualties all over the place. And
what can they do? At the moment, there's nowhere for them to go. They have the bomb, but they've lost all position on the map, and Polly has an AWP. So Rain has to try to do something sneaky here to get them some position. Now Snax is looking ever watchful from connector into the party area. He's going to be able to take down Rain. And now Polly, he knows where Snax is, has to hit the shot. He has to land this one, hits the shot. Bomb is down there, he's got 50 seconds to play with. He's sprinting on without the bomb actually. Oh my god. They spotted the bomb and they assumed that he was not on that angle. Polly completely tricking Pasha, turning it into a 1-on-2 now as he sprints back around towards the B bomb site.
Neo should hear him though. Neo was high in connector when Polly picks up the bomb, so he should hear the rotation. And I think he might be going for a flank, but he won't really know just how far Polly has gone. But will he make the right decision and go towards T spawn? Looks like he will. Can he get there fast enough? Byali is a reasonable distance away. Did Neo see him?
He spotted him. Yeah, he spotted him. And you can see the rotations coming in. He didn't have enough of an opportunity to shoot him, though. Didn't want to give away his position. Bomb is getting planted now. Neo and Byali coming in, front and back. And it's going to be the round there. And the half 10-5 for VirtusPro. But one thing that's strange from yesterday, so yesterday, Neo was the main rifler towards A, pushing toilets. Here he was just kind of playing the AWP, you know, on the A long area, and Pasha was that rifler. I mean, Pasha did a great job, but it's interesting that they play with way more AWPs against LGB than they did against Envious. They didn't really pull out the AWP all that much against Envious. Do you think that's because of Envious's explosive style?
Yes. Basically, in a word, because they will know that Envy like to rush, and that is not going to be conducive to that, because they'll get traded very, very easily, and then they lose a lot of map control in a very quick space of time. So, would not be recommended versus a savage pack of animals like the Envious.
And like VirtusPro, now they're stomping over all the picnics as they move through Upper Park, and no care in the world. LGB, they got to stop this, and they aren't getting any early kills in the round. And after being basically thunder-footing around, oh no, what are they doing? Are they actually running all the way back up? This is like around the world. That's what I would call this strategy. They have gone all the way up around Upper Park. They've cut through down into connector, back into T-spawn, back now towards Monster. And LGB actually rotated 4 players towards the A bomb site. They think they're setting up. They actually think they're setting up. But now they're in the sewers. Are they? No, tell me they're not going through connector again. Oh my god, they're going back up, James. They're doing it. Around the world.
I think they were spotted, though, from the balcony area. So this has maybe been one plan too far here for the VirtusPro side, as the T seem well prepared for it, and they're getting cut down indeed. VirtusPro, only Neo remains. He's got a few frags, but he's still got 2 more to find after that. A bit of a slam dunk there onto Polly. 24 seconds remaining. He's got the bomb next to him. He's waiting for them to peek. He knows he needs to make this a 1v1. They are going to engage him as well. He's so close to killing one of these players. There it is. 13 seconds remaining. He can still try and force the issue behind the box. He's got to pick up the bomb. So, there's the bomb. Is he going to go for the fake, though? Oh, he's going to go for the kill. He's got the burst fire open. No. PRB going to run around. Oh, so close.
Oh, my God.
What a bizarre round.
Now, I had a round. We had a round that me, Threat, and some others used to do when we would play just to, like, troll on Nuke, where you pretty much just go around the entire map repeatedly until you're dead. I think that's what that was. You just keep running around the map as like a pack until everyone dies.
That sounds like a great strategy from Threat. I'd love to hear more.
It's to troll. I mean, but that's the weird thing, is that they actually use something like that. But we're going to have a quick push here as they are up on the pistol armor buy. And well, it's looking quite good here for LGB. I mean, it's 3-on-3, but they still have the bomb site under control, and that's the main thing. As the bomb does go down now. Neo comes in from the back though, makes it a 2-on-2. Oh my goodness, it just got really bad. Neo coming in there, looking for that long range Tech 9, not going to happen. And Pasha, I think he's been hurt. Polly was looking towards the A side, so he must know.
VirtusPro running through the fire like Daenerys Targaryen. But backup was in tow, down to the 1v1. Pasha, full health, no helmets. The Deeg. He's got a reasonable amount of time here, but Polly has an inkling as to where he is. Ooh, a little bit of a tag there, but it will be Polly to find the frag.
If that was a simple Deeg, it's like a guaranteed clutch.
It's guaranteed.
The simple Deeg is just something else.
It is.
I think he's the best Deagle player I've seen on the top level. What do you think?
One of the most consistent, for sure.
That's what
which
it's
is
about.
it's all about consistency of that thing.
Yeah. All right, so we got another fast push here. Didn't invest in any armor this time, of course. A spray down, ruthless. That is money in the bank there. That's $1,800. Ruben looking to make it some more. The PRB wants some of the action. He wants a new Rolex as well. But it's going to be Pasha take down jkaem.
So what you're saying, Dan, is that with those 4 frags, he just made $2,400.
It's 600 apiece, so there you go, 2,400.
That seems quite generous.
It pays back for the weapon quite significantly. Quite significantly. If it's an MP9, it's even more ridiculous. But anyway,
$2,400.
We've got the AKs now. The AKs in play.
He made more money than if you made a knife kill, Dan.
It's true. A lot more. Almost 2 knife kills worth of money. Okay, so Polly and Rain. Good angles here into party. Looks really strong actually, and the pre-nades are about to strike. It's missed everything though. It's unfortunate for him. And we have jkaem. He's wise to this push around upper park. I think he's heard some stepping in there. They double peek him, and that's the end of jkaem. Rain going down as well. Polly doesn't even do any damage. Oh dear.
Oh, he splashed his teammates. Not that it matters really. 5 versus 2, and LGB doing what they can to try and hold on to this round, but now it's down to PRB turning around, making a run for it. But he's got to watch his back at the same time. He will find 0 frags. Clean round for VirtusPro. But they need to find 5 more rounds on the T side, which is easier said than done. LGB have a decision to make here, as the money is all over the place. Assuming they choose to eco and VirtusPro win 12-8, then the game begins here in the second half.
Just dropping some pistols there in the spawn. Polly is taking a moment to himself. Maybe he's meditating. Maybe he's getting the ohms going.
I went to Norway, Dan, and I saw nothing.
I
went to an esports event, which is outside of Oslo. I didn't even see Oslo. All I saw was the airport. And some very nice Norwegians. And that's about that. So, first kill going to the Norwegian side. Revenge being sought and found by Neo. And the map is slowly being cleared up by VirtusPro. Polly just admiring the wall there, but that Snax seemed to have found offensive. He was executed for his sins.
Snax is he is the judge and the executioner. And it's 12-8 now, so double or Polly RUBINO. It better pay off for them. It better pay off for them, because this is an expensive buy, and VirtusPro closing in on utter decimation on a result here.
It's a double AWP, Dan, but can they get a double entendre?
That doesn't make sense. Well, Polly's going to open up to Neo there, so things going okay at the start, but they're losing ground towards upper park. We're going to have Polly. He needs to take control of this. Gets the peak. Oh, what a wonderful play there from Polly. He has managed to effectively just hold on to the A side of the map by himself, and that has allowed for LGB to have a better spread of players against what is to come, which is 2 VirtusPro players.
I was making a play on the word entry. Like a double entry. Even though they're on a CT site, it's not really an entry per se.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Let's try.
So, smoke and a flash. They throw the smoke, and the game is up. The CTs know where they are. They can have a few seconds to position themselves. Not a bad flash, but, well, not a good flash because nobody is flashed. RUBINO takes out 2 players with a teammate by the barrels for support should a trade be required. So far, so good for LGB. And again, they are 3 rounds down, but they are on a heavily favoured side, judging by recent history.
I do believe VirtusPro should have 2 buys at least, though, because of the bonus and the fact that they've got 3 players on 7.5k. So,
while we have a short pause here, make sure you follow the channel, guys. Once again, we will be giving away lots of shiny items once we reach a certain point. So, well, once we reach 500,000 followers, of which I think we're like about 4,000 away. So, for our subscribers, we'll be giving away an M4A4 Howl. You can see it there. It's red. It's also black in parts, but it's mainly red. That's great. We're also going to be giving away a Butterfly Knife Slaughter Factory New. Again, Dan, if you want to enter, you can, but you'll be disqualified. And there'll be an open raffle, so you do not need to be a subscriber or anything special to be in with a chance of winning a Bayonet Rust coat. So get your botnets ready for that one.
Get your botnets ready. What do you like? What do you like? Okay, still double ops in play. VirtusPro know this though. They understand what's going on. RUBINO though will have actually a nasty peek, and this is it. This is the great play against double ops. It's just the fast execute with the grenades. Polly is put to a very hard decision there, able to take down a player on short, but finally the trays come in. The incendiary though does delay them just too much, and it's going to be a 2-on-3 now. Things looking very problematic here for VirtusPro. They're yet to get onto the bomb site itself. Edging in though slowly, Neo's close. He's going to actually plant in the smoke whilst pasha lays down covering fire, picking off RUBINO. But in comes jkaem from the back. Incredibly important one-on-one that pasha just lost. jkaem making it possible now as Neo has to go against 2 players from 2 angles, and it will be PRB to lock it down, and the defuse will come in without any problem. And LGB up to 10 rounds now. So this is looking better and better for LGB as VirtusPro. They should be able to buy again. It's going to be rough, though. They could, if they wanted to. It's a kind of a weird spot. Are they going to do it? What are they going to do? I think they're trying to decide as well how they're going to actually manage this. So they are actually going to go for a... Okay, so Neo's going to even up the money a bit, and they're kind of doing a half buy. So that makes a lot of sense. I think they've lost 2 or 3 in a row at this point. So they'll have a solid buy in the following round. But LGB, they are starting to rack up that cash. So it's really important that they have a clean one here to further solidify that economy game. Polly will be challenged here. He's going to spot most of VirtusPro moving up Upper Parkway. pasha's trying to get close, trying to make that sacrifice with his teammates worthwhile. There goes the D. He does take the frag onto jkaem. That's a weapon claimed by him too, but he doesn't have any armor. It'd be nice if he could throw that to Snax actually, who does currently have the armor for the team. But he's actually AWPing. Probably be better to have pasha on the AWP and Snax with the armor and M4, but Snax is far away. Oh, perhaps not. We've got Rain towards CT here, looking to see what he can get done. There's a nice smoke defensively. Might help VirtusPro, though, as they look to get that bomb down, and that incendiary is going to get immediately eliminated as Rain goes for the spray. RUBINO's got a good spray as well. All down to Snax with the AWP. Can he get the clutch here? 2 players fast approaching his position. The bomb ticking away. Smokes dissipating as well. Flashes coming in. The pressure is huge from LGB, and that will be enough to close the round for them. And what a crucial one it was. But again, VirtusPro, another plant, another buy, another round for LGB to have to weather. And they are slowly but surely building some money. Slowly but surely.
Another day, another dollar, Dan. Who sings that?
I don't know. I'm going to guess an American. Because dollar.
Hey, Zimbabwe has dollars.
So
look at all the Molotovs on the
Australia.
T-side. Do VirtusPro have a specific plan in mind? They've got double the Molotovs that the LGB side have. The CT side, which is normally where you see the mollies utilized to best effect, has not having the right angle to peak, following the flash from his teammate there. So no advantage gained, apart from a bit of map control now. CT is forced to retreat, following the charge of the VirtusPro players. So they've got 1 person going for the flank. That's Rain. He's heading towards T-spawn at the moment, and that will allow his other 2 teammates to rotate. They're gambling on a connected play not happening from VirtusPro, but for the time being at least, they're making the right choice. Rain almost in position to spy on Connector as well. Although now we've got Neo pushing down Connector, making sure that he doesn't get flanked, the rest of his teammates.
But this Rain guy, look at him, he's sprinting. He's going at the full distance. That rotation is insane. Rain has covered so much ground, he's rotating so fast. VirtusPro, they've got to move in now. They've got to get the kills straight away because Rain's going to come in on the flank. Here he goes, sprinting in. But the smoke is going to slowly delay him. VirtusPro, they're actually not getting the frags right now. 4 versus 3, LGB holding on well. Rain does get the frag there. Finds Snax as well, takes him down. And this round has been crippled for VirtusPro. All because of Rain's massive flank. They never expected that one. And Neo has got so much work to do. 3 players to kill on Neo. He will go down thanks to Rain picking up his triple kill.
What a performance by Rain. Even at the end there, normally you see that with a flashbang where they throw the flash out and peek while the opponent should be turning away, but he'll do it with the smoke to give so the player looks elsewhere for people he will still be able to see maybe after the smoke. Pops out, gets the frag. Just about, but he got the frag. And again, that was biggest rotation EU and it paid off there. Some people might have charged through the smoke in desperation, but he had trust in his teammates to hold things down. Came in with a clutch frag. Snax left in no man's land with no cover, no trades. 2 big frags for Rain. If he doesn't kill Snax there, then maybe the round goes in VirtusPro's favor.
Okay. Got Polly there on the AWP. He's got a teammate as well. I think it was close to a double there. Pasha gets a trade frag onto jkaem. Crazy thing about that rotation from Rain is that I think it probably took 20 seconds running all the way. It was so far.
It was a long way. So,
PRB is now very aware that there's players close by. I think he's spotted Snax at least. And Pasha will be working the A-long area. Now, Polly, if he gets a boost from PRB, it could be pretty awesome actually, but it's so risky to do that with VirtusPro lingering so close to them. Now, Pasha creeping through, he hears the shots, going to run around the smoke. The flashes go in, he's able to drop PRB straight away. Snax coming in with a great frag as well. Polly has to do it all with the AWP at bank. Takes this first frag, second one comes in quickly as well. Rain spraying down Snax and VirtusPro have nothing left to stand with, just 7 health on Neo. But it might just be enough. He takes down Rain. He knows, but it's not enough to know. Polly coming in with the pistol there with that 4K as well. Going to save LGB, 13-12. Again, LGB, Overpass, Mirage, definitely their 2 best maps.
Yeah, and we go back to the first half and we observed how many rounds they won on their T-side. And we're seeing the importance of those rounds now. They won more than you normally win against a good CT side. Again, 12-3 can be quite common indeed on the CT side. So those extra rounds paying off at LGB as they take the lead versus VirtusPro, 13-12.
And that fire is down in Monster Tunnel just to delay any potential rushes, but VirtusPro playing a slow round at the moment, looking for the map control. And again, it's so much about this the A side of things. We can see jkaem around party, around the toilets, seeing what you can spot. And VirtusPro, they have a slow pace at the moment. And Rain, he pushed all the way through Monster again, and he actually got a kill from it again. This guy is definitely causing all kinds of problems for VirtusPro. Now Neo looking away. Okay, just turning around just in time. Gonna try to finish off jkaem. Will get the wallbang headshot, but he's low. 10 HP for him. And a full rotation, it seems, from LGB. They are gambling hard. But VirtusPro are actually nowhere near the A push just yet.
Yeah, because they fear the potential flank from Rain, although this time he went back towards the B side and has come back through to A now to field some support with his teammates. And he will find the first frag onto Snax. 3 VP players remaining, 2 of which are quite tagged. And it's another round in the bag for LGB. So VirtusPro's chance of topping the board, coming in for first seed at FACEIT LAN, is slowly waning as LGB look to get one of the few victories they've had in FACEIT League so far on the board here in their final match. They will be in the playoff section as the bottom 2 teams will end up, along with Envy, looking to re-qualify for stage 2 of FACEIT LAN FACEIT League following the finals.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see whether LGB can keep a strong round here. They have every tool to do so. They've got the AWP on Polly, they've got full grenades. Oh my god, Rain actually taking down TaZ through the smoke.
I am your god, Dan.
That is a gift from God, it's God himself.
It's a gift from me.
Snax able to take down PRB there out the squeaky door. So I'm not sure how he picked up that frag, but Polly is going to maintain the advantage. here for his team. LGB slowly but surely just, they're suffocating Virtus.pro. One at a time, they'd slowly die.
Look at where Pasha is, though. While there's a flank coming in, okay, now Pasha's position has been ruined, basically, because the rest of his teammates have fallen. It's a veritable slaughter. There are people's parents in tears. This is on the news. It's in the newspapers. It's a national day of mourning. LGB look to head towards match point. 30 seconds on the clock. Pasha's nowhere near the bomb. It's just about damage and self-preservation now.
Oh. Couldn't even get
He gave him a
jkaem.
haircut. He gave him a haircut.
It's an 11 health. Match point now for LGB. They're looking into 16 at 12. Virtus.pro. Virtus.pro, not with the best buy I've ever seen in my life. I'm not going to lie. But they have opted for all the grenades. So you can only expect a B-rush here. You can only expect a B-rush.
The mollies again. Can expect a molly on barrel. I'm not even sure where else they put the mollies, in fact, while they're going for the rush at the same time, unless they throw them when they're onto the site itself. We've got the CT mollies, which will stop the monster push, as the damage would be considerable. So once again, a CT molly there by the sandbags. But where are Virtus.pro going to throw their mollies now? And
the thing that you got to, the point here is that it's important for LGB to throw those grenades to actually be able to get into position and delay the rush timing of Virtus.pro, because that's what's dangerous. A really fast rush timing before they can get proper positions, that's what's dangerous. Now they're ready. Now they're very aware of what's going on. They've got players in position for fast rotates. It's going to come in, but Virtus.pro, they've got lots of work to do. Now, got the Tech-9s in play. We've got the Galils, the M4 on TaZ, but they are slowly dying again. Rain getting a kill. NEO coming in, wrapping around the side of this pillar, but he's not going to survive all that long. TaZ goes down, and Biali's going to get shot in the back. It's going to be 16-12, and LGB, hey, they were the bottom team in the league, but they're going to basically finish off pretty well, having a victory over Virtus.pro. Virtus 16-6th, envious on Overpass as well. So
yeah, nice to finish their stint in the league with a bang. Yeah. And again, they're not out of the league per se. They're just hanging in the balance in the playoffs. They will be playing against a number of teams who qualified in the weekly qualifiers. Those qualifiers will also be running for Stage 2 during Stage 2. So keep an eye out for those on the FACEIT platform.
I said FACEIT yesterday as well.
FACEIT.com.
I did that.
Speaking of which, as soon as I get home, I will be playing again. I've decided. After casting, as long as I'm not dead tired or dead busy, go home, play FACEIT match. Whoever invites me first, I'll join your lobby. My username is JZFB. Add me. Let's play.
Nice. All right, well, let's show the final rankings real quick and give the viewers an idea of all the final standings. So if you haven't been following the news lately, this is how the final standings look after all the games have been played. LGB claiming their 2 victories rather late into the league, and I expect great things for them in the future.
LGB should have 6 points, not 3 points, but other than that, we're pretty good. So we'll see. I'm curious as to whether or not Virtus.pro will finish 2nd or 3rd, as they are tied for points with Na'Vi, but we'll let our brainiacs. Okay, being confirmed by producer Reese, who is, Dan, a compulsive liar, but he's saying that Na'Vi are going to finish 2nd, so I'll take his word for it and say that Virtus.pro will finish 3rd seed in the European part of the league.
And a notable thing, I mean, here is what Titan and Envious, those are the guys that didn't make it through. So two big French teams not able to make it happen, unfortunately for them. So they're going to be joining LGB. Oh no, it's just Titan are safe actually. Titan are back in. Sorry, my bad. It's Envious and LGB. That's correct, right, James?
It is correct indeed.
There you go.
Yes.
Right. So Titan don't have to fight for another spot. They will be rejoining us in the next phase of the league. So you don't have to worry about that if you're a Titan fan. And I'm certainly relieved, although I'd have no doubt that they'd be able to make it back in anyway.
I'm sure Dorian's relieved.
Well, hey,
he's a big Titan fan.
The thing about Titan, you know.
The thing about Titan, you know.
You knew.
You're saying you know, so you know.
You know. You know.
No.
You know nothing, Jon Snow. Snow.
Stop.
All right, guys. I'll work on that. I'll work on that. Maybe we can revisit that in the FACEIT LAN. I suppose that is potentially when we're next going to see you. So remember to follow the channel. We are going to go live in, what is it going to be, like a week and a half or something?
It's a week and 1 day.
A week and 1 day. It's a lot of chess to be built in that time. All right, guys. We will see you very shortly. Follow the channel. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed your evening. But that is all from me and James for now. Bye-bye.